On the news tonight, Kwara State government present 10 operational vehicles to Kwara Police Command. Need to strengthen access to quality education on diabetes in focus as the world mark Diabetes Day. On a special assignment, correspondent examines challenges of expulsion resulting from the use of mobile phones while operating cooking gas. Plus, updates from the world of entertainment and sports. Good evening. This is the Nigerian Television Authority, NTA ILORIN News Tonight. I am Abdul Wahid Bibire. Kwara State government has presented 10 operational vehicles to the Kwara State Police Command to boost security in the state. The state governor, Abdurrahman Abrazak, handed over the vehicles to the State Commissioner of Police, Paul Odama, at the Government House. Raliat Ibrahim has the details.
The operational vehicles, according to the state governor, are to keep the existing peace in the state and boost the progress being made by the administration of President Muhammadu Buhari in the area of security. The additional equipment will also make patrol easier for the police to carry out their duties.
We're supporting our security agencies by giving them additional equipment to make the job easier. As we've seen, the security issue in the country is getting better daily. We want to keep it that way. Kwara State is arguably the safest state in Nigeria. We also want to keep it that way by ensuring it remains safe. And part of what we need to do is to keep supporting our security agencies. I thank them for the work they've been doing. They allow us to sleep with our eyes closed at night, and we're truly grateful for their efforts.
Commissioner of Police Paul Odama promised to make judicious use of the vehicles, noting that Kwara State remained one of the most peaceful states in the country.
I'm very thankful to His Excellency, the Governor of Kwara State, for this effort in giving us this vehicle. As he rightly said, Kwara State is one of the most peaceful states in the country presently, and we intend to keep it that way or to even improve on it.
The vehicles are to be in the pool of Operation Harmony, which is a joint security operation in the states. Raliat Ibrahim, NTA News.
Similarly, the Kwara State Police Command is leaving no stone unturned towards ensuring a peaceful, free, fair and credible elections. This is coming on the heels of alleged defacing of political posters and billboards in the state. Olajide Bello has an update on this development.
The Independent National Electoral Commission officially lifted the embargo of political campaigns for Presidential National Assembly elections on September 28, 2022, while that of governorship and state houses of assembly takes effect from October 12, 2022. Despite low-key campaigns, the landscape of the metropolis is dotted with political posters asking for votes. Although a visit to some areas within the metropolis did not reveal such an act, one would note that the stern warning from the police is a wake-up call.
We mean what we say concerning the destruction, defacement, or removal of banners, billboards and posters of other political parties. So we are bent on following it to the...
Perpetrators of such act, according to the police, would be arrested and prosecuted.
Later.
Some political party leaders frowned at such an act, saying they are in constant dialogue with their party members to eschew all forms of political violence.
In our party, we have talked to our people, right from the state level down to the world level, that destruction of posters, billboard, campaign materials is not allowed.
We kept on hammering it on our people not to damage any political parties' billboards.
Recently in Kwara State, a peace accord was signed by representatives of registered political parties under the watchful eyes of security agencies, with a promise to play the game by the rules, devoid of rancor, and parties are expected to abide by their oath. Olajide Bello, NTA News.
A chief magistrate court in Ilorin has remanded a middle-aged S-man, Azan Umar, in Madala Correctional Center for criminal breach of trust, cheating and theft. Judiciary correspondent Abdulafiz Zalaya reports that the accused was said to have been entrusted with about 15 cows worth 8 million naira for rearing in Iwere-Ile, Oyo State since 2017. Azan, who had been lying to the complainants that the cattle have multiplied over the years, later relocated to Ajashaiko in Kwara State and cut off all means of communications with the complainants. He was eventually arrested by the police and arraigned in court, where he confessed to have sold the cattle with the intention of using the proceeds to do money ritual, but was duped in the process. Chief Magistrate Ibrahim Dasuki agreed with the prosecutor's objection to the accused bill and remanded him in Madala Correctional Center till December 12th for further mention of the case. World Diabetes Day is commemorated every November 14th to raise awareness on the growing burden of the disease and strategies to prevent and manage the threat. With this year's theme, Access to Diabetes Education, Kendi Omolosho highlights the importance of prevention and response efforts.
Diabetes is a disease that occurs either when the pancreas cannot produce enough insulin or when the body cannot effectively use the insulin it produces. It is the only major non-communicable disease in which the risk of dying early is increasing. Known risk factors include family history and increasing age, along with modifiable risk factors such as overweight and obesity, sedentary lifestyles, unhealthy diets, smoking, and alcohol abuse.
Type 1 diabetes is insulin dependent. Without insulin, it cannot be managed. Type 2 diabetes are non-insulin dependent. It depends on the anti-diabetic drugs like Daonil, metformin, and a host of other new anti-diabetes drugs that enhance metabolism of glucose at the tissue level.
Raphael Adeyemi is a well-informed civil servant, but how much does he know about diabetes?
We need to watch carbohydrates intake, anything that converts to sugar in the body.
One needs to be taking something a little bit bitter, like this bitter leaf, mix it with vegetable, while you are getting to over 40.
Try to consume food that are not sugary, to do away with more of the carbohydrates.
The advice of medical experts is for Nigerians to go for regular checkup in order to know their health status.
It is very essential for somebody that is passing urine excessively to go to the hospital to go and die when they are having diabetes. Because there are two types of things that can cause excessive urination. We have diabetes insipidus and diabetes mellitus.
Regular exercise and being mindful of food intake are some of the ways of preventing diabetes. Africa Diabetes Statistics indicates 24 million adults are currently living with diabetes, with the number predicted to increase to 55 million by 2045, as it is forecast to be one of the leading causes of death in Africa by 2030. Kendi Omolosho, NTA News.
News Tonight continues after this timeout.
Ọ̀gbẹ́ni lálòdé. Jíde lálọ́ ọmọ kan ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ jẹ́ rechargeable band níbi ìpolongo àjọyọ̀ ayọ̀ Glo ni o. Èèyàn mi mo ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ jẹ́ sewing machine látọwọ́ Glo ni. Ṣé pé máa gbọ́ṣẹ́ Glo? Ẹ wo ẹ̀bùn ńlá tí mo jẹ́ lọ́wọ́ Glo. Náà ló ṣe yìí o. Ẹ ṣe. Ẹbí ló ti ṣe gbogbo kórìjẹ́wọlé. Kórìjẹ́wọlé ọmọ yìí.
Ẹ káàbọ̀ sájọ̀dún Glo Festival of Joy tẹ́sà 611# láti darapọ̀ mọ́ wọn kó o sì kó nínú àwọn ẹ̀bùn yìí ti ayẹyẹ tó ń ṣẹlẹ̀ lẹ́ẹ̀kan nílé ayé ọmọ ìdẹ́yàn. Glo nìkan ló lè ṣe é.
Ọ̀gá landlord, ẹ̀yin náà wọ́n rí bébì náà dé bẹ́ẹ̀. Ẹ̀yin náà lọ recharge Glo.
Ìfilọ́lẹ̀ Glo Festival of Joy.
Welcome back. Many Nigerians are embracing cooking gas to prepare their meals and for other domestic purposes. However, this is not without challenges such as explosion resulting from using mobile phones while operating cooking gas. Correspondent takes a look at this growing trend, causes, and the way out.
The growing campaign on the adoption of green energy has no doubt made cooking gas a common device in most Nigerian homes. As fast and effective cooking gas is, improper handling of the highly combustible device has led to the loss of lives and property of many Nigerians via explosions. The use of mobile phones while using a cooking gas has been attributed to some of the explosions as radiation and flammable liquids are said to be sworn enemies. Most Nigerians, especially women, can't do without their handset, as some even use it for illumination while in the kitchen. Surprisingly, some of them are aware of the danger of using phone while operating gas.
So our gas might possibly, maybe you may be using your kitchen and your phone might ring, and this might cause the interaction between your phone and the gas, and it could cause explosion.
I make sure I don't go to the kitchen with my phone. I make sure all the windows are open. I make sure the kids are not around where I cook.
I only read on the social media, but I've not seen any around me.
Expert says precaution should be the watchword.
That's why we advise the public that they should desist using their cell phone inside the kitchen.
There is possibility of gas explosion when there is leakage of gas cylinder and a phone is on, or when you are receiving a call.
Those with poor sense of smelling are encouraged to avoid the use of gas, as radiation from either handset or any other electromagnetic device may trigger explosion from a leaking gas.
And now entertainment news. Nigerian music superstar Ayodeji Balogun, popularly known as Wizkid, has confirmed that his debut concert will be held in Ghana on December 10, 2022. Kauthar Raji has details and more from the world of entertainment.
Grammy Award-winning Afrobeat artist Ayodeji Ibrahim Balogun, known as Wizkid, in his verified Twitter page revealed that his first concert will hold in Accra, Ghana on 10 December. The Afrobeat debut concert in Ghana will follow his upcoming November 16, 2022 concert in New York. The organizers of the music show Live Up Entertainment on the upcoming concert in Ghana disclosed that the show will be the first of many of its kind that will be hosted in African countries by the company. Nigerian megastar Burna Boy have won the prize for the Best African Act at the 2022 MTV European Music Awards. He was nominated alongside Ira Star, Black Sherif, Thames, Zuchu, and Musa Keys. Meanwhile, multi-talented artist Okoyemi Ogudire, also known as the MM, said he usually got his music inspiration from his daily life experiences and emotions. The US-based Nigerian singer and songwriter says he is focused on getting his art to a larger audience and taking Afrobeats worldwide. Kauthar Raji, NTA News.
And now sports. Nigerian Professional Football League champions Rivers United will know their group opponent for the 2022-2023 CAF Confederation Cup on Wednesday. Mohamed Hassan has more on Sports Tidbit.
CAF had fixed the date for the draw earlier this month after the final round of preliminary games for the CAF Champions League. Having missed out on the Champions League spot, Rivers United were drawn in the Confederation Cup following a 6-1 aggregate win over Al-Nassr of Libya in the playoffs. The NPFL champions are the only Nigerian team left on the continent. The Nigerian National League has fixed November 15 to 29 for the season-ending NLL Super 4 playoff in Yenagua, Bayelsa State. Flooding which ravaged the host state Bayelsa had twice forced the Super 4 to be postponed. The initial date for the event was October 16 to 22, but was rescheduled for October 25 to 29. However, it still didn't hold due to the devastating effect of the flood in the state. Ajax defender Kevin Bassey is a major doubt for the international friendly match between Nigeria and Portugal side after sustaining an injury on Saturday. The Super Eagles are scheduled to face the 2016 Euro champions at the Jos Alfale Stadium on Thursday, with the defender in a race to be fit for the clash. Mohamed Hassan, NTA News.
Here is the weather forecast for Tuesday 15th November 2022. And that weather forecast wraps it up on NTA ILORIN News Tonight. Thanks for watching. Good night.